silvermining.com.au today from Silver47 is the Executive Chairman, Gary Thompson. Now, Gary, there's a lot happening with Silver47 at the moment. A recently completed merger and just announced a big capital raise for around 20 million Canadian dollars. Can you tell us first about this capital raise news?
Sure. Yeah. We had some interest, obviously, on the back of the merger. We're about a month now. We closed the merger August 1st. We've traded a tremendous amount of volume. I think it's something like 25 million shares in the last month. And really, as a result of all that coming together and completion, we had significant interest in investors looking to do a financing. And of course, there's a saying in the business: when money's on the table, you have to find a reason not to take it, and we couldn't. So what was really interesting is after market, we announced a $14 million financing at 70 cents with a warrant at half a warrant where full exercisable at $1. Within 2 hours, it was fully subscribed, and then by the morning, pre-market the next day, we had about 25 million in interest, and so we felt that look, let's cap it at 20. It's a good healthy number, and then there's a green shoe for the for the brokers. So I think it'll end up being something like 22.5 million or something, but pretty amazing. I don't think I've seen a financing done that quick in a long time.
Clearly, the markets are extremely excited about this newly merged company with Summa Silver and your enhanced project portfolio. Can you tell us a bit about the strategy behind this and how that plays into some of the things we're seeing in the macro environment?
Yeah, so when you look at the macro space, there's we see a big demand coming from silver and the growth in silver, and there's just not a lot of new supply. And we started to think about, well, where do you want to be as a company in developing mines? And we landed on the U.S. For lots of reasons, but it's hard to find high grade silver deposits in Alaska, in the U.S. in general. And we thought, well, let's see what we can build. So we set out to a goal of ours to get to 1 billion ounces of silver equivalent. And if you look in the market right now, there's not too many companies that can talk about those kind of silver numbers. So the merger that came together with the Summa Silver and Silver47, it was an at-market merger. We were both about a 40 million market cap company pre-merger. Now post-merger, we're north of 100 million cap. So we certainly have added some value just by combining forces and bigger company. We took, I guess, on a combined basis now, if you look at all of our 3 projects and combined resources, we're something like 246 million silver equivalent ounces. So, we're about a quarter away there to our billion ounce goal. But we're experiencing a lot of interest, and I think it's the merger's been well received by the market, and we're going to continue to unlock the potential of these assets.
So, Gary, of particular relevance, of course, is the recent announcement that silver is going to be included as a critical mineral in the US. Tell us more about how this changes things for you.
Well, this is huge. I mean, I think people in the business, we all knew that silver was one of the top of the list. It should be on the top of the list for critical minerals, but the fact that it's being acknowledged by the U.S. Geological Survey and then now the new U.S. administration, in addition to a whole host of other critical minerals. And recently the U.S. announced stockpiling of critical minerals and direct investments into mining companies to get these projects built. So this is a huge win for junior miners like us that have a host of these critical minerals, and of course having silver on top of the list for us. I think it's a big win for our sector, and we're very excited to see what we can supply into that whole critical mineral supply chain.
Well, in addition to all the things happening in the macro space, we know that you are cashed up and ready to do a lot internally on your projects. Tell us, what are the next steps? What are the next news flows and key catalysts we should be watching out for?
Yeah, so for us, it's unlocking value through the drill bit. So continuous to drill on all 3 of our projects: Red Mountain in Alaska, Mogollon in New Mexico, and Tonopah in Nevada. and then looking to move those into the next step, updating the resources, and perhaps if we can get enough resource behind us to move them into a PEA and just advanced state development to move these towards a development scenario.
Gary Thompson, thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to having you back soon to discuss the forthcoming results from Silver 47.
Very good. Appreciate it. And happy to anytime.